wanted to take her someplace special. I had no idea where I wanted to take her. I just didn't want to take her home. On the way for driving, she said, "Do you have a place in mind? We've been driving for about half an hour now." I said, yeah. And we stopped at what passes for a ski hill in southwestern Ontario. Parked the Hyundai Pony and we walked up to the top of the observation deck where everybody had a friend who worked at a ski hill who got stoned all the time and watched the skiers from it in the winter time. But it was summer, and so we practiced dancing on it. And we cha-cha'd, and we fox-trotted, and we waltzed. And he had his hand on her hip, and it felt like electricity. And he said, "Mild weather we're having, isn't it?" And she said, "Yeah, it's pretty mild for this time of year." And they danced into the night, and it was velvet blue. And he said, "So your dad's a pretty avid hunter, eh?" And she said, "He doesn't own a gun at all." He said, "Oh." Some kids came by, they were getting high listening to this new band called Ben Folds 5, getting stoned on the ski hill, and they walked down and it was like electricity. They drove home in his beat up Hyundai Pony, and he walked her to the door and said, I've had a great time tonight. Pretty mild weather we've been having lately." And she said, "I think it's okay for you to kiss me now." And so they kissed. For a good, it must have been 15 minutes. It could have been an hour. He lost all track of time in the kiss, and then the stroke started. He was having a stroke. He was sure it was a stroke. The lights were going on and off and on and off, and it was amazing. And she pulled away and said, "Oh, my dad is such an asshole." He said, "Well, I've had a great time. Let's do this again sometime soon." She said, "I've had a pretty good time too," and he felt like he was floating at least 15 feet off the ground, and he floated back to the Hyundai Pony, and said goodnight and drove, listening to Ben Folds on the radio and singing this song. Always say, "How did you sneak in? I thought all the doors had been closed. But now that you're here, I don't think I could stand to see you go, singing I'm only I am. But you were only you and we were only we and for a little while, and the night is a blanket, and the ghosts in the yard, and you're leaning close and say, yeah, I think we should go fire. And oh me, I'm always drowning in whiskey and wine, and dear, oh dear, look how I managed how to make a circus this time. We'll sing I'm only I am. But you were only you and we were only we and for a little while. But the night is a blanket, the ghosts in the yard, and you lean close and say say yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we should go and find. Think we should go and find and go and find. Think we should go and find and go. Sending out an SOS on the side. Think we should go. God will do one thing for me. Send me back in time. Sending out an SOS. Could go say think we should go. God will do one thing for me. Send me back in time. I'll read good night. Could go say. Thanks a lot. Think we should